Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining us from Hy-Vee, we got Amy back here, our registered dietitian, and she's going to help us get ready for the big game weekend. That's basketball weekend coming up, March Madness in full swing, and we're going to talk about some fun meal. When we were talking about planning this, we're like, can you find us some fun appetizer stuff to like make this, kind of get out, you want to enjoy those comfort foods, certainly, but you can make some things pretty healthy and still pretty fun too, and I think people are looking for that unique touch. So as we're starting to plan this game day, what are some things we should think about?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think, we do want to enjoy some of those favorites that maybe aren't going to be, the healthiest choices, but maybe sneak in some things that are healthy. And I think, rather than kind of having that separation of this side of the table is all the stuff that everyone wants to eat, and the other side of the table are kind of your healthier options that nobody's going to touch. We can maybe come at it from a little bit different angle and get a little bit creative in terms of mixing in some things together. So it's not just, the veggie platter that everyone walks by on their way to the wing platter. So yeah, I've got some little bit more creative ideas that people could try this year.
That may or may not be me passing that vegetable tray, but I like this next tip here, and that's taking those your favorite instead of setting them out, include them into the dish itself, or incorporate it somehow. Tell us how that works.
Yeah, so lots of different ways you can do this. So a couple examples, maybe, so if you were going to make burgers or even little meatballs that you were going to serve with some sauce, it's really easy to mix vegetables into those types of things. Just chop them up really small. So things that, would blend well would be onions or even mushrooms. You could even do bell peppers, really anything you've got on hand, just chop it up small enough and just mix it in with that meat mixture, and then make your burger patty or meatball and cook it up like you normally would. So again, you're incorporating that vegetable into that main item. Another thing is looking at the sauce as well. So again, if you're serving a sauce to dip meatballs in, or, a wing sauce or something like that, if you saute up some vegetables, you can throw them in a food processor and puree them right into that sauce. So again, it's going to blend in really well. You're going to get that extra nutrition from the vegetables, and people really aren't even going to notice that it's there.
Yeah, I like that idea. It's kind of a creative way to get it in there. And you can tell everybody, don't worry, I got you covered on your veggies. Right? It's right in there. You're like, no, Jeremy, that's not what I meant. But I think it's good. And then just other things. I like thinking about mini too. Like you're thinking of those smaller things, but even taking like your favorites, like a burger, maybe even a small brat, and making it into miniatures kind of helps break things up a little bit.
Definitely. And that way you can get more variety in that way as well. So instead of serving a really, a full-size burger or a full-size brat, like you mentioned, if you're serving miniatures, you can get some more variety that way. And that, again, might leave some space on plates for some of the other things that you have on your party plate as well, or party table.
No, I'm a big sauce guy, so I got to go back to this, and this would be the weekend where you're thinking your dips, your bean dips, your whatever dips. Mm-hmm. But as you mentioned, you still can you can replace those out with some other types of dips. So maybe you're thinking hummus or guac. There are other ways to incorporate besides your traditional unhealthy dips.
Yeah, so I like to always serve a variety of dips. So whether it's I'm going to put out chips and crackers, or if I am going to maybe put out a little veggie tray, if I think people might want to go for that, or meatballs or anything like that, it's nice to have that variety of dipping sauces. That's a good way to get those heart healthy fats in as well. Not just thinking about vegetables, but thinking about heart healthy fats. So things like guacamole is a great option. You can dip a lot of different things in guacamole. Hummus is another good one. You can get a lot of different flavor varieties of hummus, a roasted red pepper or a garlic. So again, you're kind of appealing to some different tastes that your guests might have, or even salsa works with a lot of different things. One thing I like to do is just take plain Greek yogurt and mix in some ranch dip seasoning with that. And that's a really quick and easy veggie dip that you can put out. And again, you're just offering that variety for people.
Yeah, that sounds. I would have never even considered doing that, and that's it's so simple. And people will be like, "Oh, is this a homemade recipe?" Like, yeah, it is. It's really good. Trust me. And you heard it here, right here on TF. All right, a couple of fun dishes to talk about. First one, this buffalo cauliflower, and maybe you're looking for a different way to change up the wings. Like you can make that texture and flavor with cauliflower.
Yeah, so and we'll provide the recipe link for people if they want to check that out. The idea is that you're having the same flavor from a sauce that you would with the wings, but you're using cauliflower instead. And I wouldn't necessarily suggest that you completely replace the wings with the cauliflower, but I think offering both again is a nice way to get that vegetable in to something that you're really already eating. You know, you've got the wings in there and the cauliflower just kind of blends in really well. Using the same sauce for both would be a great way to incorporate that.
Yeah, it sounds like a good meal there. And you're right. It probably can't replace it for all, but it's another good filler and it's right in there with good flavor. I got to know
Mhm.
about this. This one's very interesting. This Greek 6-layer salad dip or Greek 6-layer dip. I keep wanting to say salad every time I look at it, but it's a dip and it looks phenomenal.
Yeah, and that's another recipe that we've got on Hy-Vee.com that we can give the link for. And again, just like as I talked about with offering different dips, it's just another way to get that variety in. It's just another option for people to use as they, you know, want to snack on vegetables or chips or crackers or things like that.
So ultimately, to sum it up, you can enjoy good food, but overall, we can mix in and make this fun without just your same old tray of veggies, right?
Yep, absolutely. Yep. So you don't have to, it doesn't have to be an either or, right? You can enjoy the game, you can enjoy your snacks, and then you can still kind of sneak those veggies in as well. So yes, it's a win-win.
Uh, Win-win. Oh, I like it. I like it indeed. A slam dunk, as you would say.
Yes, yes, yes.
Amy's like, never again. All right, Amy, if people want to learn more about what Hy-Vee has to offer as far as either great meal tips, you've got the freezer meal workshop, you got a lot of great things. How can they find out more about those?
Yeah, the best way really is just go to our website, Hy-Vee.com. Once you're on the website, you can tab down to the dietitian page. And that's where we've got information on all of our current programming. And then you can get in touch with individual dietitians that way as well. So that's the best way to kind of keep up to date with what we've got going on.
All right. Well, I was already hungry before we started this. Now I'm starving. So I'm going to cut this interview and go try out that cauliflower buffalo sauce thing. And you have good luck in your party planning. And I bet you throw some pretty cool parties too. Just the back of my mind, like you've got good food tips. So certainly that. But either way, thank you for joining us. And we'll check back with you real soon.
All right. Sounds great. Thanks.
You betcha. Like I said, check out Hy-Vee's website for more information on all the great stuff we talked about today. We'll take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.